Welcome to Railway Maniacs. My name is Dean and this is the Spring Locomotive Update 2024 for Southern Locomotives Ltd. This is a situation report of each of the 9 steam locomotives that we have in our fleet. Southern Locos has a fleet of 9 steam engines and they fall into one of 3 categories. They are either operational, under overhaul or repair, or under restoration from scrapyard condition. In numerical order, first of all, we have Sidmouth 34010. It's under restoration, so it's going right here. Like all restoration projects, things get worse before they get better. Coming up now, we have a photograph of Sidmouth at the scrapyard, looking rather complete, unlike what it looks like now, which is rather bare and covered up, trying to protect it from the elements of the winter. The frames have been cleaned up and primed. The far end is where most of the work recently has been taking place. On the floor, on a pallet there, is the new drag box that's been manufactured for this loco. A lot of work has gone into that and it's looking pretty good. And just above that are the frames. As you can see, there's only a single skin that you can see at the moment. If we go around there to the left, you'll see the second skin, which is, you can see there's a 45-degree bevel there for the weld to fall into when that finally happens. But these plates are held in position with 4 temporary bolts. They'll be there until the welding has taken place and the rivets have also been put in. You see the holes there for the rivets have already been drilled. Been using a mag drill for those. Lovely job. Moving on, we have 34028 Eddystone, which is operational. Eddystone has continued its good behaviour down at the Swanage Railway in Dorset. Up next, we have 34053, which is currently named Sir Keith Park, and it is at Hurston under overhaul. 34053 arrived back at Hurston on the 22nd of February with its replacement boiler, which used to be on Sidmouth. But now the rush is on to get it all ready for the Swanage Railway's Strictly Bulleid event in June. Amongst other jobs, the boiler's crinoline is repaired, painted and then mounted back onto the boiler. The smoke box door has been receiving some love and attention, along with the cab controls, and the cab itself is now back in position. Work is progressing really well with this loco, but we are running out of time. We'll make a quick addition to Sir Keith Park because it's going to be known as 303 Squadron this year. So there we go. Next up, we have the latest addition to our fleet, which is Sir Frederick Pile 34058, which is under restoration. The drag box of this loco has been receiving quite a lot of attention recently, where it's being cut up because it's rotten, and the drag box is essentially the tow bar attachment of the loco, which pulls the whole train along. The rivets here have been removed as the whole unit is pretty much scrap. There's not much of it we can save, but we'll do what we can. You can see here where the scrapyard cut off the tender many years ago at Woodham's. Remember, this is just a quick snapshot of the work that's been going on with this loco. Here we have Alan just cutting up some of that drag box. As you can see, we've set aside a few souvenirs to sell off to raise some funds at a later date, so make sure that you are subscribed to this channel and you like this video, otherwise you might just never hear how to buy these. This is a spring update after all, so here is Hugh helping to remove the leaf springs here, and they are later then put on pallets and sent away to get looked at, checked over and dismantled. Up now is 34070 Manston, and Manston is operational. "34070 has been bringing some Manston magic to the lovely Midhants Railway. Its weathered, work-worn 1960s look is proving to be very popular and also very controversial. Let's listen for a few moments of Manston magic. Up next is 257 Squadron, and that is numbered 34072, and 257 is operational. Here is 257 Squadron making its way back from Eridge, going to Tunbridge Wells West on the lovely Spa Valley Railway in Kent. Coming up now is Brocklebank Line number 35025, and Brocklebank is under restoration. This is the back end of Brocklebank Line. There you see its drag box. This shot was actually taken late last year, just as Freddie Pile had arrived. As you'll notice in the next shot, quite a lot of work has been done here, and the drag box has actually gone missing. Well, where has it gone and why? That is a big question. All will be revealed in a future episode of Railway Maniacs. But until then, we'll just have a quick look down the side of Brocklebank Line's frames, and you'll see that they're pretty much done. There's not much more work that we can do on those. Most of it has been de-rusted and painted. Have a little bit of a closer look there. Coming up now is 80104, our standard 4 tank engine, and it is under overhaul. While the loco is at Tyseley, the boiler cladding was brought back down to Kent so it could be overhauled. Here we have Paul and Peter grinding away the old paintwork and rust and preparing it for paint. This is the type of work that really does bring PPE into its own. It's really earning its keep there. While Paul and Peter were busy with the boiler cladding up at Tyseley, we have more of our volunteers hard at work on 8104. Here we have Jim, Tim and Alan hard at work on the inside of the tanks for 8104. While Mary has been cleaning the reverser rod and then stopping for tea and biscuits. After tea and biscuits, Mary and Tim decided to tackle some work on Sidmouth's new boiler, the one that used to be on Sir Keith Park. Once Tyseley have finished working their magic with 8104, it will return to the Swanage Railway, where the Hurston heroes will complete the reassembly. Next up we have 75050, our Austerity, and it's under overhaul. As you can see, even if it's raining, we still crack on.
Okay, that's good, for it.
Here you see the firebox ring receiving some attention. If you're enjoying our railway videos, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also press that like button. That way you won't miss any future videos that we bring out. And coming up in the future, there is going to be a lot more. So that's where the fleet stands for spring 2024. Under restoration, we've got Sidmouth, Sir Frederick Pile and Brocklebank Line. So that's 2 Light Pacifics and a Merchant Navy. Under overhaul repair, we have Light Pacific, Sir Keith Park, which will be named 303 Squadron later on. And the 2 tank engines, 8104, the standard tank, and the Austerity 060. Operational locos, we have 3 Light Pacifics, Eddystone, Manston and 257 Squadron. So I hope you like that video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. Click on one of the windows to see another fantastic Railway Maniacs video.